All right, today I'm in the captain's seat. We've got Ethan Fleming, return guest. There's not many return guests, so you're in like a top 5.
Yeah, I do feel special.
Yeah, that's a good category to be in.
Top 2.
Top 2. We've had a few return guests. Luke Lehman.
Angus Bradley.
Angus Bradley.
Top 3 then.
And
that's it.
That could be it.
Jeremy's probably currently typing out the other people who've been on multiple times, just fact checking us about it.
Jeremy Borzillo with the analytics over there. No, we've got Ethan Fleming on today. You would have remembered him. We had him on last time when he did the Jeep pull, 100-kilometre Jeep pull. He's known for his endurance events of just doing sickening shit. And we've got the next big thing that you've got coming up is your Hardcore Harry's King of the fucking mountain, King of the hill.
King of the mountain. Yeah,
King of the mountain, Bathurst.
So what's Hardcore Harry's?
We started this business essentially just to build a community of people that do crazy things. It doesn't have to be like, ride from Adelaide to Melbourne crazy. Just people that want to get after it in like a non-traditional endurance setting.
Who is the we?
Me, Sam and Ash. Or Sam, Ash and I, yeah. So we all run Get Going together as well.
Yep.
And then we've got Get Going to a stage where it's pretty good. We've got an awesome management team, so they're crushing it. We're still working in it, but it's time to do something else on top of it. Yeah, hence Hardcore Harry's was born.
And you said non-traditional, so what would be traditional?
So I think
let's define it.
Yeah, well, if you think about the ultra space and the endurance space, right? You've got like a 55-year-old man who always runs. It tends to be like this endurance world tends to be targeted towards a different type of person, right? And I feel like endurance needs to be more almost mainstream in a way, and it needs to be like you guys have just started getting into it, right? You understand, and you were saying this. Oh, I don't know. Has everyone been talking about running? Has everyone been doing these things? That world is out there, and we just want to bring people, get people more involved in that world.
Like I only discovered what a backyard ultra was like a few months ago, off YouTube, which is essentially what King of the Hill.
Yeah,
is a form of a backyard ultra.
Well, that's it. And we wanted to run an event that essentially people could just go and push themselves.
Yeah.
And we're like, well, what's better than a backyard ultra? So if we can help bring, because like yourself, I only heard of a backyard ultra maybe like 2 years ago. And that's the first time I've ever heard of it. And it's fucking awesome. Like, what a cool concept that no one knows about.
And I like it. And the reason that's why I generally think I'll end up doing the King of the Hill.
Yeah, okay.
Donnie wanted me to do something. I'm trying to get him to do it too, but Europe.
Yeah, it's my brother.
It's easy.
It's Donnie's birthday.
What?
November 2nd. I can't do it.
I asked him to video it and he said no because it's his birthday.
You're not big time enough, man.
Yeah.
Well, now you got to
Next year, once it's really taken off, Donnie will come by.
Don't put on Donnie's birthday.
What if Goggins does it?
Huh?
What if Goggins does it? Just out of nowhere, wild card. Would you do it? You might.
If Goggins comes, I'm fucking doing it. I'm not saying.
Would you ankle tap him?
100%.
Like up the hill?
Yeah. I'd cheat to win over Goggins for sure. 100%.
So you're saying, with the backyard ultra, I feel like you said, more people can get involved because you can literally just do 5 laps if you want.
Yeah, that's it. I've butchered the explanation, but I think that concepts like this exist. No one knows about them, right? The whole point of what we're trying to do with this brand is bring these things to a more mainstream audience, right? And endurance in general tends to be pretty bloody lame, right? Like, if you think about it, like cycling is pretty lame, like running long distance can be pretty lame.
I think you got something against cycling, bro.
Yeah.
Just embrace the lycra.
I'm out there.
Just embrace the lycra, man.
We just want to make this stuff a little bit more cool, you know?
So for those
lame when you say it like that.
Well, no, backyard ultra is literally, we maybe have said this on the podcast before, they're basically, you have a loop of whatever it may be. For Hardcore Harry's, it's 3.2.
Standard backyard ultra is 6.4 Ks.
Yep.
Yeah.
4 miles.
Which is 4 miles every hour on the hour.
Yeah.
That's it.
And last man standing.
Yeah, and they tend to not have elevation. Like, obviously, they've still got elevation, and it varies between the races, right? But we just were like, well, let's halve the distance so more non-runners can come for 3.2 Ks, and then let's add a big fuck-off hill to equalise it.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what we've done. So you've got about 250 meters to 300 meters of elevation gain every single 3.2K loop, which means that you're pretty much climbing Everest every about 30 hours.
That's hectic.
Yeah. It's
a pretty cool setting as well, isn't it?
Yeah. We've got the setting's crazy. Yeah. We tried to, this is the thing. Everyone that owns an ultra right now is a older gentleman, which is so fine. You do that. But we've got a 48-hour DJ there. We've got a tattooist there. Like this is like if David. I keep saying it's like David Goggins and Revs had a baby. That's what we want it to be like.
And with the fucking,
Who's on the decks? You want me on the decks?
No. You want to go on the decks?
Nah.
Yeah.
Donnie's, have your
you
birthday.
couldn't afford his fees, you know.
You couldn't afford
Donnie's
him.
going to have his
Pretty
birthday
steep.
at the
Yeah,
King of the Hill.
I'll run the loop, and then during the 25
Spin a
minutes, I'll
mix.
just spin it on the deck.
Well, that's the 25. So is it every certain amount of time you do a lap, or you can just do laps?
No, every hour.
Hour.
So
Okay,
every
hit
hour
hit
we've got
one,
this big
rest.
trumpet
Hit one,
with
rest.
like a military trumpet that's like, so
that's-
there you go. Thanks, see you later.
Just blow it and play side.
Obviously, the quicker. This is where, like, when I was watching these on YouTube, the quicker you do it,
The more rest you
get, but also potentially more tired you'll be. So go a bit slower, less rest, go last a bit longer, whatever. But
Yeah, I personally would, if I was doing it, I would go for the ladder and try and manage energy. I think
go
it's stupid to push hard for
slow early on.
it the whole time. It's like I would try and treat it as a continuous race. Yeah, because I mean, you're walking 50% of it. You can walk downhill 50% of it.
I want to do it. I was thinking about it because I was like, to be honest, when you said it earlier, and I really thought this as well, I was like, straight away, I was like, oh, it's too hardcore for me, whatever. Like, people are going to be going for 2 days. And it's like, but what you said, you don't have to go for 2 days. Like, I was like, 10 laps would be cool to do.
Yeah. Well,
10
why did you
hours,
do the
30K. Huh?
Like, why'd you do the half? You didn't do the half to win, did you?
No, that's what I mean. But yeah, no, I fully agree. It's just I hadn't thought of it like that.
Yeah.
And like you said, someone can come and do 5 laps, which is
Yeah.
15K, and challenge themselves. And like, for me, 30K would be more than I've ever done before.
Yeah.
And which is a cool.
5 laps is 5 hours. It's more than a marathon. Like, you know what I mean? You get more of an experience from just doing 5 laps than you would of a marathon. And no one besides maybe Kipchoge goes out there to win a marathon. Like,
Yeah.
you're
Well,
doing
he's
it
not
for
even-
what
With
it
experience, yeah.
Yeah, it gives what it gives you.
He's
That's
not
the
even the guy anymore. There's a new guy.
Is there? I haven't
What's his
even seen
name?
him.
Oh, I don't know his name.
He beat Kipchoge.
How sad is that?
Kipchoge's the old dog now. Falling off the pedestal.
There's always someone.
What do you reckon the strategy? So obviously you're saying don't go all out, but like, do you reckon the guys who are doing well are going to be like,
Kipped him.
Well, I think it's like subjective,
them.
right? In the sense that they're going to go out and run slow, and they're
For them, slow
they're
for
going to do
them.
23 minutes. We're going to go out and run slow and end up doing 55. Like,
yeah,
It would have to be a middle ground, surely.
yeah, I think we've tried to make it that most people could run really, really slow and do it in about 40. 30,
Alright.
35, 40.
Yeah.
Right. Which I think
What's
is
really slow?
I'm talking like
7 minutes?
7.5 minutes.
7.5, yeah.
Like, I think you could, like, we've walked the loop, obviously, and I know the full details, but we've walked the loop and we're getting back under the hour, and, like, I was comfortable. But that's what we wanted it to make it about.
Would
you know?
you-
We wanted to make people suffering out there. Fucking no sleep. I've been out here for 3 days. Like,
Up the hill. Up the hill, would you recommend for someone? Because I reckon I'd be a perfect camp. I'm going to go slow. I'm not going to run like that.
yeah,
I
you
would
don't
be.
have a choice up the hill.
I'd be the 7.5 minute person, and that would be my
advice early on.
strategy. Up the hill, are we walking? Would
Hey,
be the
you're walking.
walking?
Yeah,
Like, do you reckon there'll be
you're
any?
walking.
Do you reckon there'll be anyone running it?
Yeah, there'll be a couple little mountain goats like flying up the hill. Yeah, but I'd say a majority of people will be walking the uphills,
Then run down.
running the downhills, and it's pretty much you do two individual giant kind of climbs where you get all of the elevation from. So you do one big climb, walk down the next one big climb, and then run the whole rest of the loop. Right. There's not really much. I think, like, yeah, you can have different strategies around it, but no one's going to sprint up this hill because the hill is literally a vertical fucking wall. Yeah. You're not sprinting.
How much scouting did it take to find the most disgusting hill in Victoria?
So, well, it's not even just that. It's like finding a farmer that will let you use his hill that doesn't want to shoot you for knocking on his door.
Yeah.
Like, it's not easy to find the location.
How'd you find this guy?
Yeah, it was a referral. So we followed up the referral and it worked.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And he was fine with it.
Yeah, he didn't say much. He's pretty classic farmer. Yeah, should be all right. And we'll give you $2,000 for letting us use it. And he goes, yeah. And that was it. End of the conversation. Do you want to know anything else? Nah. Make sure you got a fire plan. Sure thing. All right. See you there.
That
was it.
Does he know how big this is going to be?
Yeah,
You mentioned the DJ.
Does he know about the DJ that's gone for 3 days?
Yeah, 3 days, like music pumping the whole time.
Yeah, that's what we literally just want to set it up like that. You go to it instead of just going to a Melbourne marathon and everyone's like excited and happy. There's just full trance for 48 hours.
So, quick
Bro,
question.
imagine by the third day, people sleep deprived of the trans.
Still
just
trans
like
going.
tearing their eyes out.
Yeah. We want like because it's like a festival, right? We set up camping and stuff. So if you get knocked out early, Charles, then you can come hang out.
Well, this is what I was going to ask. So
Yeah.
for someone like me, let's say I've got the goal, I'm going to do 10 hours, which is a day, and then I'm done by 6 p.m., 7 p.m. at night. But I want to hang around because I
just
want to
camp.
see. You just camp.
Camp.
You have your camping experience.
It's like camping with the lads. It's Melbourne Cup.
Yeah.
You come down, chill out, suffer for 10 hours, then recover.
and kick back, eat
Go to the bottle-o, come back.
eat hot dogs and drink beers.
Pretty much,
Yeah,
yeah.
and go hang out with old mate up in the farm.
Yeah,
Yep.
go on the decks with bloody DJ
Yep.
something. Yeah.
DJ something.
Yeah, I'll give you $2,000. I can't believe you didn't even try and like get more out of you.
He was a referral from like someone close, so he wasn't like it wasn't like
random.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't a random, and I think he just I don't really know if he knows the how intense the event's going to be. But
Is it going to be? Is the actual
So
event
you
gonna
just
be
rorted
near
this
his-
old farmer.
Is the event
That's
going
all
to
right.
be?
Rods make the world go round.
Is it going to be near his property or a bit? Is
on his property.
No.
Oh,
sorry,
it's on
sorry.
the house, the house.
When I say
Nah,
near his
nah.
house, like, 'cause it's on his property. How is the property big?
acres.
So like
Huge.
the event could be. You couldn't even see his house, maybe.
Nah, like it's. I mean, when you're on top of the hill, you can see fucking Frankston, but like, it's, it's. Yeah, I get what
far
you're
enough
saying.
away from his
it's
house.
ages. Yeah. But
So-
I mean, like, we're gonna have those tracks going, so like, he's
Gonna know. Hey, there's nothing. The base travels out there too.
Travels.
100%.
I'm just picturing someone like deep into it, just collapsing halfway up the hill, just like giving up. They've done, rolling the way back down, just like breaking down, fucking over.
Ash, my business partner, he's having a heart attack because he's handling all like the safety and insurances and everything, and I'm just getting to do the fun stuff.
Are you gonna have paramedics and shit on?
Yeah. We've got nurses that'll be there. We've got it. It's run exactly how you would picture a full scale festival.
Yeah.
There's barricades. There's parking.
It's a festival or endurance event?
It's a festival. I would say it's a festival with endurance.
Yeah.
But that's like what it should be like. I feel like all this
You got
shit.
food trucks?
There's food trucks, coffee van.
I'll be there then.
Oh, that sold me. You almost sent me with the camping. I was like, I'm not a big camper.
Donnie's having.
We do
But
glamping
food-
for
oh, yeah,
Booze.
food-
Gonna be a
is
bit
there a
more bougie,
glamping
like-
package?
You can bring your BYO caravan.
I'm a bit delicate.
I'm gonna bring the tent.
What are the food trucks you got?
Oh, we got
I'm so interested in
we
this
got an
part.
acai bowl, which is
Lost me.
Yeah, and then we've got like this full barbecue spit set up.
Crazy.
Yeah, which I
got me
knew-
back.
yeah.
Got me back. Yeah.
I knew when you asked, I was like,
if
that's
you,
not gonna like
if you
that.
finished on a side bowl, I'd have been like, no, fantastic.
So they're the two food trucks.
Yeah. And then we've got there's still time. We've still got 10 months, so we're probably going to try and lock in a few more things. But,
You got a
And
liquor
we'll
license?
no, we actually don't. Yeah.
will this be?
Just don't ask. Just
Will this be? Is November 2nd the Saturday?
yeah, Saturday 12 p.m. Donnie's birthday. Be there
So
on
it starts at 12 p.m.
yeah.
The event's actually called Donnie's birthday.
It's just on
King
his
of the,
bed. That's what
king
it
of the
is.
Donnie.
12 p.m. All right, 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
10
get
laps.
Down. Get down.
Hectic.
It's interesting though because you go there like someone like I'm saying, like I'll go there, do 10 laps, and then you get to. You could surprise, and this is what I've been watching on these when I watch back. People like surprise themselves. Like I did 20k more than what I came here because you get caught up and you're like, fuck it, one more.
When do you
one
put
more.
yourself in an environment to find that out? Like
Never,
you
because
only
Oliver's
ever go
Hill.
and do what
Oliver's
you
Hill.
said you were going to do.
And most
You
of
know
these
what I
events,
mean?
it's a set
Training,
amount of time. You run for 20Ks, 50Ks. Like it's predetermined. Like
Exactly. You're never going to go finish Melbourne Marathon and be like, I'm going to go bang out another 10,
literally, you're done.
motherfuckers.
And when you're done, you're done. Like
Yeah, and with the by those races, you nudge the last bit to finish it hard.
Yeah.
So you're cooked. Whereas like with this, it's like you're
opposite,
purposely
yeah.
going slower to
Yeah.
Goggins. You got to get Goggins in.
Well,
Fergus
everyone's
Crawley.
been tagging Ned Brockman and stuff.
Fergus
trying to get
Crawley.
him down, but
You want
This sounds like it's already, big numbers wise. The first one will get exposure. Like it took
Yeah.
us to the third push pull run before it got like bigger people.
Started getting interested, yeah.
They started getting interested. They're still probably not going to enter for the next
Yeah.
one. Maybe the one after. But like before they're like, oh, that actually sounds like a fun idea. Like how many entrants have you got for this one?
we're just just under half. Which in like
What's half?
4 weeks? Oh, so it's 100. We're only doing 100 people.
Yeah.
You already got 50.
Yeah, already got
mad.
50.
10
Yeah.
months out. That's
Man,
proper.
that's
In
a
like 4
decent
weeks.
event already.
Over Christmas.
Give me a
we
slot.
smashed it.
Yeah.
But this is the thing because there's nothing.
And it's
out
in
there,
November.
Like, now I sound like a fucking salesman, but
Give me a
No, but
spot.
no, like you're
culture 2 for 20% off. Yeah.
You know, I'll be honest. There was so many times you've commented on shit being like King of the Hill, and I've been like, fuck that. There hasn't even been and then I don't know. Last week I was just like,
Man, I'm telling you, like,
It'll be good.
one of the
Self-belief,
best
bro.
experiences and the things that have changed my life the most have been when I've just gone and done something that I'm not prepared for. Like, remember when we were training together and I was like, I'm going to go fucking do that Ironman?
Yeah.
And it was literally...
Did you do an Ironman?
Bro, did no.
I did a BIYO Ironman.
Yeah, he just did it on a day. Didn't go do an Ironman. Like, didn't enter
But
anything.
you did 3.8k swim,
Did
180 ride.
3.9k, isn't it?
Yeah, or whatever it is. A 180k ride and a
Did
marathon.
an extra 100 meters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
fuck.
did the whole thing literally... Because I was supposed to go... I had an interview for this TV show, right? This was before the training shit.
SAS.
Yeah, it was SAS. And then she's like, all right, we're going to go through next week and talk about your challenges. And I was like, fuck, I don't have enough challenges, man. Like, I need a bank one. So I just went and did the full distance triathlon.
Ironman, yeah.
Yeah. And it took me hours, embarrassingly amount
How
of
long?
time. Like, I was 14 to 16 hours, somewhere in
Yeah.
there. Which is pretty much like, I went through... The bike took me... 7-8 hours.
Yeah.
And I was riding through the streets with traffic lights. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think, like, that's crazy.
But my point is that is like, you can do shit.
No, I
can
I-
do
yourself
shit.
in a-
I fully
yeah.
agree
Just
with you
the
because
caveat. Just the caveat. I want to make a caveat.
Broken foot.
Just in there. No. Fuck no. I'm not about to downplay you. I was actually going to, bring you up
Oh,
a little
okay,
bit,
bring
bro.
me up.
I
Yeah,
love
no,
you.
I'm
gonna
I
bring
love
you up
you,
too.
bro. I
Everyone
do.
listen?
No, like it's like he says off no training, but the thing is, you don't stop training.
No, you've
It's
got a
just-
base.
There was not specific prep for triathlon. You were training the whole time for significant amount of hours.
Absolutely. Always training.
the swim's impressive that you knocked out the
Yeah.
3
In a pool, though, not open water.
Oh, you've gone down on me.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
Charlie's strictly
Done
ocean
two
swimmer.
open water swims right now. It's like,
If I went open water
you're
with
not
that
pure.
lack of swimming
You would have
experience,
drowned.
I would have drowned.
No, it's actually not safe.
Yeah.
It's not safe.
I'm proper, like, I really felt your story when you explained about your first triathlon swim, because I had the same thing
Yeah.
where I actually had like a panic attack out in the water. So when I did the triathlon, the fucking, can't call it an Ironman, but an Ironman, whatever.
Yeah.
I was just doing 25, 50 meter laps and taking it a set.
I had a panic attack on Sunday. I've been doing the second week in a
was
row.
giving me shit.
No, we learned. We lived and learnt. We learnt from the first triathlon we did last year. We did no open water swimming, all in a 25-meter pool. This year, I'm like, no. This year, I'm gonna once a week. I'm gonna get in the open water. I'm gonna fucking practice because we're doing 1.5K for the Olympic. It's a decent. It's a decent swim. So we went out, and I the week before I was like, I'll go real slow. And I was good. This a bit overconfident, so I hit it too hard, too early. 200 meters, I started gassing, lose breath. You're in deep water, and you get a bit panicky. You're like, "Fuck!" Because there's nothing to hold on to. It's not like a bike or a run. You can just stop. Out in the open water, there's nothing. And I took a moment. I held onto the pole, one of those poles, and I ended up doing it because I was about to turn back. I was like, I'm just going to turn back. I'll do the 400 today. That's it. And I ended up doing the full 1.3K.
It's terrifying.
but it's scary. It's
I feel
terrifying.
I feel yeah, I've done some weird shit, and I would still, swimming scares the shit out of me.
It's open water. You're like, and you're 200 meters offshore. You're not like it's deep and.
Man, I was when we were out we went and did our swimming lesson. The swim teacher we've got is just like 60-year-old hard nut Baysider, like just swims. It's just like goes for 16K swims and shit like that. And we're like chilly in the waters. I'm just out here in my Speedos in the middle of winter, just like banging out. And I don't know. I feel like in my training lifespan since a kid, I feel like I've been around some hard cunts. But I looked at him, I'm like, you are hard.
Yeah.
Like he was like the definition. I'm like, you are actually like tough because it's like
100%.
there's nothing to it for him.
Yeah.
He's just like Speedos,
there's
middle of
millions of
winter,
those guys.
daily.
He
And there's
wasn't-
so many,
so
and it
many.
is like nothing to him.
That's what I was saying about traditional kind of people. They're like the people that are like not into this stuff. Like,
Yeah, because you were saying you've had some entrants like enduro guys that are just
we had this one guy enter, and I saw his name, and a lot of the people that have entered I've kind of known of or something. So I had looked this guy up. I was like, nothing special here. 10 followers on Instagram, because that's the level of what that even fucking means.
It means something.
It means something. And then I looked up his Strava, and he just banged out 170 Ks on a Saturday. I was like, oh yeah, sick. All right.
Yeah.
I want to start banging. I'm just Beach Road. I'm just Morty. I like to Port Melbourne. Just start banging those out.
Yeah.
That'd be what for 30K.
I don't know. This podcast, I'm G'ing up.
I'm G'd up. Let's go.
I'm actually like G'ing up.
You know what else?
They're a gooch.
No, you know what else? Do you know what else has been? I've been running after my shift on a Monday because that's something typically. I had this mindset. I'm like, oh no, it's end of the day. No, I'm trying to break through those
Time
things.
for the wind
Man,
down.
just honestly, you've got to go sign up for something you just physically not capable
Well, I'm
of
gonna do
doing.
this, king of the fucking hill.
just take away the fucking decision.
Well, no, we did. This has been the triathlon because I want to do. I mean, I'm going to make him do it. He's doing it. There's no choice here. Half Ironman next year.
Oh,
Geelong.
I was already sold on it.
Geelong in
Why
March.
not
This
the
thing
full?
killed.
Why not the full?
I want to do a half first.
Why?
I just.
Does have an answer.
Fuck, you are not the right person to be fucking having this conversation.
Good reason.
He's going to
Give
convince
me
us
one
to do
good
it.
reason. Because I would like to take it slow so I can get better.
That's the well.
I'm just giving.
No, I'm actually serious. It's to me, it's like the logical progression of.
Nah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
I think
but you are capable. I think the thing is like wanting to do a half is different to saying I'm not fully capable of doing the full.
I know,
because you're fully capable.
You're
of doing
capable
the full.
of doing the
I think
Yeah, that's
I've
what I'm
seen-
trying to say. Like,
And even Jesse, who gave me the fucking wetsuit, I've seen him down at Derrimut. He did 6 half Ironmans.
Shouts out Jesse.
Shout out Jesse Fields.
Jesse down at Derrimut.
Jesse. He did 6. I actually asked him seriously. He goes, he did 6 half and a full. He did end up doing a full, and he goes, 1 year easy. You can train for a full. He's like, everyone. I do think you're capable.
Wisdom.
you just do a shit
One,
job.
yeah.
Like if you can accept the fact you're gonna.
Oh, it's 13 hours. It's a 13-hour job. I already know that.
100%.
It's a 13-hour job. You know what scares me with the full Ironman is the amount of hours of training. But you just do it. Like, I think I've just got to get over the fact that, like, some days you just got to sit on the bike, even if it's at Derrimut, on the bike for 2 hours. It is what it is.
I think
or
5
you just-
a.m. is the answer.
100%. Yeah.
5 a.m. wake ups are it.
But I've also, like, what you like, just sit, like, and I did it last week. I did an hour on the air bike, and here you just got to do it. You
Yeah, I
just
think-
got to accept 90 minutes, 2 hours. You're just doing an air bike or doing stationary cycle. It's just there's no way you can't beat around the bush.
It's so cliche though. Like the hardest part is getting into it.
Yeah,
Like,
really is.
honestly, like once you get into it and you know you got 60 minutes, it's like right, whatever.
You just get it done.
I think that's the thing that kind of frustrates me, I guess, with people will pigeonhole you and say like, oh, you've done this because you're really fit and stuff. But like a lot of those things I've just done because I haven't thought them through properly. You know what I mean? Like I've actually just been a fucking idiot.
There
Not thought it
is-
through, not weighed up the risks,
Preach.
gone and done it, and then be like, oh, that worked.
No, there is definitely an element of like this rational part of your brain that's like, you can't do that.
You're too rational.
Yeah, but I still get it done.
That's why I'm
You do.
noticing a
Yeah,
lot
But
of
the
younger
point is you
guys
would get more
doing-
done if you were a bit less rational.
You can make it up
literally.
Oliver's Hill.
That
I will this
100%.
week.
I think you like
Friday.
a lot of younger guys I'm noticing
The headwind
doing a
fucks
lot
me.
of crazy things
Yeah.
because they're not as rational
they
because
don't
they haven't had life to weigh them down, you know? Like they're
good.
just
It's a
going
good way
out
to
and be
be.
like, I'm going to fucking do this because Ned Brockman
The
did.
crazy running man.
Yeah.
Chopper Hanley.
Yeah.
He did the 50K.
Jack
He's
Hanley.
doing the fucking King of the Hill, isn't he?
I don't know. He said he was going to.
He said he was going to?
Yeah. I haven't seen him sign up yet though.
Well, he did the 50K and 50 day, which is like,
Yeah.
just fucking and the
50K in 50 days.
50k, 50 day.
50K and 50 day. But
One
he
a
was,
day for 50
he
days.
was working as a landscaper.
Yeah, full time.
Full time, Monday to Friday, and then banging out 4.5 hour run after.
I've got one for you. So we're interviewing this guy soon who ran around Australia, cycled around Australia, and then did Australia's longest kayak up the Murray or whatever. I butchered that last one. I'm not 100% sure what that one was, but literally this guy, you wouldn't have even heard of him. He just ran around Australia and cycled around it.
Like, why is he not a fucking? Why don't we know about him?
It makes Ned Brockman look like a pussy.
No, but there's these guys out there that just do crazy. They're not on socials. They just do it. They just do it because that's what they
What's
go.
the point?
What's
It's
the
not
point?
for socials.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Leverage.
Leverage, brother.
No, that's actually
Come on, let me
beautiful
sort out your
though. That
business
some
plan.
guys just doing it to do it. Like obviously people know, but like
Yeah.
Too pure.
Did you see
Nah, I
the
love
guy?
it. I love it.
joking.
I
You
love
saw
it.
the guy who ran that Ned Brockman did his run, and then some bloke did it like a week or two after him and didn't even get anything for it. You know, like Ned Brockman's an anomaly in the situation.
Yeah, well,
And
there's
now
something to charisma and looking
What
pretty
did Ned
too.
Brockman
You've
do?
got to-
Viral sensation.
Yeah, you've got to
What
mark
did Ned
you've got to mark
Brockman
from
do?
Perth
hard.
to Sydney.
Sydney, yeah.
The run, yeah.
Yeah, he's likable. You know,
That's a
I'm not
big-
a
yeah.
likable guy. There's no way I'm doing something. And be like,
Once you become likable, it's over. Like then
Yeah,
you're,
yeah.
you're sorted.
So I don't like you, man.
yeah,
So the fool, Ethan. You know what? I really like that.
you really like Ned Brockman?
No,
Wait,
you.
Where are we at here?
No, you. When you hit me with one, not the fool. Because the fool thing has been.
When I say it, no, I'm joking. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but you like to shit on me just for shitting on me.
I G you up fucking weekly. I tell
look-
you every week. I think you're more. I tell you every week that you are more capable of a lot of
believes in you,
things.
man.
I get
I
it done.
believe in you.
I get it done.
Nah, fuck yeah.
I get it
I'll
done.
shit on you. You can't do it.
No, I get it done.
Nah.
Look, the swim, to be honest, my rational part of my brain, last year, the 750, the swim nearly fucking killed me. And I had this big thing that I was like, I can't swim. Okay. And that's why this year I'm like, no, we're not fucking around. We went and got Peter. sort us out, some technical lessons, and then I'm getting in the open water every day, and I clocked up 1.3 on Sunday, and I've still got 8 weeks.
You're doing it.
You just got to do it, and I was like, because you're out there in the open water, and you just fucking do it like it's
You know how you guys always use the gun to the head analogy for RPE? It's like the gun to the head to signing up to an event. If there was a gun to your head, could you complete the event without probably getting injured?
Now you're making me want to do the
answer is
Puff and
yes.
Billy half, not the 13.
That'll be $100.
No, I want to do because I'm doing the Puff and Billy trail run, but they've got the 13.5K option and the half marathon distance.
I mean,
you've already run a half.
You can do it.
You can do it.
Yeah, do a
If it's
half.
half, it'll be a half. That's a bit more.
Well,
human.
again,
So
rational brain was like, oh, trail run, haven't done, but just walk up the hills if you need to. Just
I
get
think
it done.
understanding what's more important.
Rational
not to
brain
get all
walks up the hills.
Well, I'm just saying you can.
Yeah,
No, because in my head, I'm
but why?
why would I do it if I can't run the whole thing without stopping? But if you need to, there's nothing wrong with fucking walking up a hill in a trail run.
You're a quitter.
Yeah, I reckon achievement of doing the thing is better than doing it and doing well, if that makes
just do it.
Like
100%.
if you can choose between actually completing something and just getting it done, that's way more fulfilling, I reckon.
Fuck,
We've
we've
definitely
definitely
perfectly.
we've lost all our strength enthusiast listeners for sure.
Yeah, 100%. You've
Gone.
brought me on
Gone.
now. It's
All
just
right,
all
shame.
endurance.
So we'll spin it a little bit. I feel like the rationale sometimes for like the half and then full and like that stepwise progression is that you're still progressing a lot with your lifting.
Yeah. I
With
think
like for the distance, like from sprint to Olympic to half to full. Because once you go full, you're lifting twice a week tops. I'm lifting twice. I'm lifting twice.
I
a
want to
week.
stay 3.
unless you accept the
All right,
fact you're
but
not going to
it's-
do well.
Huh?
Unless you just accept the fact you're not going to do really well at it. And
With what?
Well, like you don't have to train 9 hours a week to do an Ironman. If you've got the skills and you're fit enough, you can just go and do a shit job at the Ironman and still have an awesome achievement. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you don't
That's
have
fair.
to go.
That's fair.
You don't have to run a sub 4 hour marathon. You know, you can go run a
No.
6 hour marathon.
Yeah, you get it done.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think
You know what I
that's-
mean?
there's
To
the-
manage the load.
there's definitely something to that. And like that, the way I see it is like, I'm doing the half this year, but for me, the thought of doing a marathon, it's like I'd have to let my lifting take a hit, which I don't want to do. But then I could also just do it and see what happens. And then choose one to prioritize a little bit more and then still lift well and then do a shit marathon or do a good marathon and just don't be as good.
I mean,
at
it also
lifting.
comes back down to what you care about. As
Well, of course,
So
you
we
have
can
to
always
care about
preface
it.
that.
You're
too,
not going to
like-
do a marathon if you don't care about a marathon.
I think my biggest thing is like not even the detriment to lifting. It's just like balancing it.
Yeah.
A career.
But we've literally seen.
very wise.
yeah,
thing to
I think that's.
So this week you got a
have no
habit
life.
stack. Habit stack. We've got to get the bike like Ethan and work while we're on the bike.
Yeah, grind culture. Fucking.
we no longer
Hey, bring
walk
it
the
back.
gym floor.
Hormozzi's a mad cunt.
We no longer walk the gym floor. We sit on the bike for our 4-hour shift. That's it.
Man, I
4
saw
hours
this guy
zone two.
last week on his story, just working and on the bike, habit stacking.
Yeah, that's been a game changer for me because
Yeah.
I mean, like, I go do weights in the morning. I don't want to fucking go out for 2 hours and ride on top of that. So I just sit on the indoor bike while I work.
That's soft,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, and my heart rate's low as, but
Yeah, but it's still built. It's just base. You probably could pick it up a little bit.
yeah,
110's a little
Could,
bit.
hey, could you?
yeah.
Gun to your head. Could you go faster?
Yeah, of course,
Of course.
Talk about gun
always.
No, I definitely. So I've noticed. Well, this is the thing too. You don't even know you like endurance stuff until you start doing it.
Yeah,
But for me, I've just got this thing. I'm like, oh, this is my job. It's my like, and I feel like I think about like an Ironman. It's just a cool thing to put next to your resume
it's an achievement.
and be like, yeah, I'm the fucking
Charlie Athanasiou, strength coach,
Hybrid
former
athlete.
Ironman completer.
I'm 18-hour
You can
Ironman
put hybrid
completer.
in your Instagram bio if you have that one for sure.
Yeah, can I put it now? No.
Nah.
Wait, when can you be a hybrid? Tell
You gotta
us.
run a marathon, I reckon.
I love
before you put it.
gatekeeping
I mean, like, I'm
words.
not a strength athlete, so I'm not gonna sit here and
Gatekeeping
fucking talk
Yeah,
about
because
hybrid.
Charlie, before Charlie did the half, I'm like, you can't call yourself an enduro guy. But now he's done the half. I'm like, all right.
You said 10K.
yeah, 10K, not
10K.
enduro.
10K is not endurance.
Yeah, well, I'm not
See-
going to call myself enduro. I've only done 10K.
Well,
That's
you,
it.
I think,
no, I'm
like,
not.
You're a really good powerlifter, apparently. I don't know shit. Like, I don't see
It's
it.
alright,
But,
it's alright,
like,
yeah.
you know, so I feel
Not
like
bad.
if you go
He's
and
a
do
good powerlifter.
Yeah, okay, average
No.
powerlifter. But
Shit
if you
bloke.
go and do something endurance,
Define
I feel
good.
like that's more hybrid, you know?
What's that?
I feel like because he's such a good powerlifter, his endurance level to be called hybrid is lower.
Nah,
you know
fair.
what I mean?
I
You know
agree.
what I mean?
I
Yeah,
agree.
no,
Like,
no,
he doesn't need to go do a double Ironman to be hybrid.
Whereas if a really good endurance athlete does a decent powerlifting
Oh man, and
performance,
that's what's fucking
it's the same
irking
thing.
me. I've been seeing guys like literally that do Ironmans. That's like their thing. Now doing 2 weight sessions a week,
And
and
they're-
calling themselves fucking hybrid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you got a sub 200 deadlift,
You're not hybrid.
and like and you can't run 10Ks, like you're probably not.
Yeah.
I definitely think.
But actually, fuck that.
I don't know. Like you said, Fergus Crawley's or whatever. I can't remember which one of you said it. Fergus Crawley's explanation of hybrid was perfect.
It's trying to push
both at the same time.
At the same time, which like, and this is where I think like,
forget objective metrics.
You
Fuck
can
that.
actually
I'm off
flip
that.
it.
I'm off it. Forget what I said. I'm backtracking
Because it's still,
I don't like that.
You can flip it.
Because so you go.
No, I was gonna say you can flip exactly what you said. Enduro guys that have run ultras and shit now deadlifting 200, saying they're hybrid.
Yeah.
And because here's the thing as well, like
Man, I'm seeing them do back and buys calling themselves hybrid. But
if I run
That's
like
a real hybrid.
if I lift weights and I run like a terrible marathon, like a really slow marathon, like this is all semantics, but like you can't tell someone who's run a marathon that you're not an enduro guy. Like you've run a fucking marathon. At that point, you've done some endurance work. Do you know what I mean? Like
Maybe we're just fitness enthusiasts.
yeah, I think
we
that's
are
the thing.
enthusiasts, but that's what I'm saying. Like
Fit.
you can't be like, oh, you have to deadlift 200 kilos to be like a fucking.
It's just
Yeah,
words.
no, there's no-
forget
there's
what,
no-
forget what I said.
If you're pushing hard,
cringed
if
at
you're
what I
getting
said.
after, if you're actually trying to get better, then it's
I
alright.
think what
Yeah.
makes you hybrid is the specificity of
Specificity.
You're actually trying to improve both.
Specificity.
You're actually trying to improve both.
of both things,
Yeah.
of two
Specificity.
things. You know, like trying to push your fastest and longest running time
Whilst
your
actually trying to get
heaviest
stronger.
possible.
So right now,
So I'm full enduro then.
I'm an
So I let my
enduro.
lift- I let my lifting slip.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I've dropped. My lifting's dropped.
Yeah, just let it happen. Join me.
Join enduro.
Yeah. You won't even be lifting harder anymore.
I'm lifting hard. I'm really enjoying my lifting at the moment, but it is a bit more bodybuilding focused. Like,
But you're going hard.
well,
you
yeah,
going-
you're doing 3-4 sets. You're doing fucking hard. Up 8, 9.
But are you going hard?
You have to.
You're going hard.
You have to go hard.
Hard.
It was throwing
Not
around
like
47
Ethan.
dumbbells.
Not like
this morning.
Ethan.
Hey, all right, I don't deadlift much.
He's just ticking the box of.
You could. You could. I believe in you,
You
too.
could deadlift 250
You could.
plus.
You're talking about gun to head analogies, but I don't know if you.
Yeah, I haven't deadlifted for like besides push pull.
I don't
run,
give a fuck
haven't deadlifted
about
for like
the
5 years.
I don't care about the deadlift. I'm talking about everything.
Yeah, I feel like I push the numbers. All right,
You push
I
bench
try.
press. You push bench
Yeah,
press.
I can push.
Dumbbell
But
press.
I feel like I've been trying to push the endurance side for so long now. I don't really enjoy just going in there and trying to lift numbers.
Well, this
you
is
know?
the
I like
thing-
to just manage the load.
And this is the thing.
You know what I mean?
With lifting, you want to manage load, but not with anything else.
You manage the load when it suits you.
Yeah. Hey, don't worry. Just cut that. I'm just kidding. But I feel like what I mean by that, though, is I don't want to go in and push my lifting at the cost of my endurance for me. Like, I would rather always sit around, 7, 8 out of 10 for my lifting and
5,
always
6.
be able to fuck
six.
off.
5, 6.
Always be able to progress endurance.
Well, I felt this same pressure with myself with like powerlifting. It's like I got to for the hybrid thing. Like I say, but then I'm like, what the fuck? Who the fuck cares anyway? It's like
No one cares.
if you're just fucking doing what you enjoy, you're doing it well, and you're being like your authentic self. Which right now
This is who I am.
No, but like right now I'm fucking really enjoying the enduro work. But I'm also just with my lifting 3 days a week, the bodybuilding shit.
Yeah.
Like for my hinging, I'm doing RDLs and hip thrusts, like traditionally not normal deadlifts. But I'm fucking enjoying it. Like, why do I have to fucking deadlift right now?
You don't.
No, you
Yeah,
don't.
Yeah,
as long
and
as
I
you
also love the
do
word
it,
enduro.
honestly, as long as you look hard, it's all right.
Yeah.
Nah, but if you
enduro is a good word.
Enduro.
What you always
Authentic
have,
self is one of those things. It's a good 2-word thing, but every time like you say it, not you, but just even it's like it comes up and you want to say it, but like oh fuck.
Authentic
maybe
self.
that's you, man. I don't
No,
know.
it's just
That's
do
what
it.
No.
It's someone I've been
Are
doing.
you aligned with your authentic self?
I am.
Doing what you love versus what everyone else
Yes,
makes
so
you
like
feel you
me
should do, yeah?
pushing powerlifting now as an image thing, but being miserable doing it.
Yeah.
Burnt out
Or
powerlifter.
just doing what the fuck or just doing what I'm enjoying, which is swimming, riding, running, and bodybuilding at the moment.
Yeah.
Hybrid's a construct.
It's a construct. It's semantics. It's just training. We're all just training.
100%.
And then we're doing some dumb shit on the
We're all
side.
just trying to get aligned with our authentic self. I think that's at the core.
Well,
of it.
some of us are.
Jamie believes in
Some of
that.
us are running away from
You
it.
believe in all of us.
I believe in all of you
I reckon
more than
we
you
set
all
up-
believe in yourselves.
I reckon we set up an enduro golf day for Jamie.
Why?
24 hours of golf.
3
Well, like
days of golf.
1 mile running to
sleep. No
fucking
sleep.
18 holes.
One hole every hour for 24 hours.
The quickest you can finish the hole.
This guy goes, why? No, you've sold me on King of the Hill. I'm doing it.
Yeah, nice.
I was going to say,
Coming with
with
Deuce. Deuce has got a camp, unfortunately.
with the fucking...
And she has to drive.
There's a Macca's
How
20
far
minutes
is
out
it?
as well. 20 minutes
How
out.
far is it from Melbourne?
About an hour 10.
How far
From Melbourne
where we-
CBD?
How far from,
From
where we
CBD,
live?
it's like hour 10.
What
hour
about from
15.
Bomb Beach, Frankston Way?
I don't know. Add the time yourself.
What's your address, Charlie?
Bomb Beach to Melbourne.
An hour and 35. No, I'm not doing
Takes
it.
me about 2
too far.
hours from Frankston. Yeah.
Too far.
Yeah.
Too far. Too much time out of my day.
Oh, so he's on the other side.
Yeah, it's north. It's
Oh,
north.
okay. I'm
Do you know
picturing
where
that
like
way.
Kilmore is?
Yeah. Did
he
so it's
probably
just
hiked it
15
already?
minutes
Bro.
past Kilmore.
I've probably done this hill. Nah.
He loves a hill.
Loves hills, good hills.
Loves-
I was gonna say with the hybrid things, what you've got going for you, you could probably just not lift for a year, but you look the part. Like you look like you lift weight. So I reckon put even less effort into lifting, and you can still call yourself
Probably
hybrid.
not lift a year and your endurance work will go up through the roof.
Well, I'm actually, so this is where I've gone with my endurance
Lose
work.
weight.
Is I was literally
That's what I was trying to say.
I'm at 102 kilos, and I'm like, oh, do I
You look so sophisticated.
take 5? No, I'm like, do I want to take 5-6 kilos off and just fucking get shredded, and also be
It
better?
makes such a difference.
I reckon the only reason you
I'm
don't-
87 now.
But also being shredded, like losing fat isn't going to affect your lifting. There'll be an impact in the short term whilst
Because
being
I've
in
got
deficit.
fat. I've definitely got fat to lose.
yeah, but even like you lose a couple of kilos of fat, like if you dramatically went down, you'd feel like a million.
Can you do my
bucks.
nutrition? I need someone to hold me accountable.
Yeah, you do my nutrition.
Yeah. No, I'm actually serious. I want to just. When I say accountable,
Yeah.
just give me a
We
spreadsheet.
just want a couple of things. I was going to go shredded, go hard. That's it. They're the only two things that matter.
I could do my own nutrition. It's just fucking doing it. I need. Fucking,
Yeah. Just get shredded.
I know what to do. I just got to do it.
Just get shredded.
Yeah, that's the problem with the world, isn't it?
Yeah, everyone knows what to do.
Well, no, I disagree. Like a lot of people don't know what to do.
No, that's true.
A lot of people
But
are
it's
like,
not hard to find out, is it?
Yeah.
So then
Some people
knowing isn't the
refuse.
issue.
Ain't nothing to it but
Chat
to do it.
GPT, man.
some people refuse
Yeah.
to do what they need to do.
Yeah, fucking snowflakes.
Yeah.
Some people refuse to do Oliver's Hill.
I'm going there. I'm going there on Friday.
Tell me when you're going. I want to watch you climb that hill.
Friday. I'm gonna go Friday.
I wanna-
I'm doing a brick on Friday.
Yeah, all right. I'll see you there.
I talk all this shit having never fucking ridden.
I'm gonna do a brick.
You haven't cycled ever.
Oh, not with the. See, I thought I wasn't proper because I've never done the clip-ins. I've just used the same
Don't worry
bike I
about the
paid since I was
clip-ins.
fucking 15.
You're not
I did a bit
proper.
I did a bit in COVID.
Ethan's not proper.
Dangerous.
2
out
hours
there
one
in
way,
cleats,
2 hours the
man.
other way. Good, nice little
dangerous
ride.
in the
Scary
cleats.
out in cleats, I reckon.
Man, I
I
broke my
fell-
finger without fucking cleats. I don't need cleats. I'm gonna fucking fall as it is. Like,
The funniest is watching people fall over when they don't know how to use the cleats.
That'd be
Man,
me.
I've
Yeah,
had
that was me.
I've had two horrendous stacks. Not horrendous, but like just embarrassing stacks. One was Jacob Boulevard, that bend in St Kilda, where that Captain Cook thing that just got cut down is. You know, St Kilda.
Did they put that back up?
I don't know. I think they're just leaving it.
Yeah, I reckon they gotta leave it.
Probably a good call.
I don't think you can put it back up.
Nah. Put super glue.
Yeah, but also like politically, like I don't want to go into
Going
that, but-
backwards. Yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's just anyway.
Anyway,
Captain Cook, Russell Captain Cook.
through there, and it's like where you know, like Beachcombers and shit is St
Yeah.
Kilda. That stoplight where it's like flooded with people that are about to walk onto Fitzroy Street.
Yeah.
Fitzroy Street.
Yeah.
Flooded with people. Sunday morning, I hit the red light. And I'm just like sitting there, and I didn't know how to clip out, and I just like that slow motion fall to the side.
Yeah, nice.
Right at the lights, everyone saw me. It was like my second ride. I'm like, this is so embarrassing in the cleats. And the other one was Mornington. I went up Holy Stokes, one of our clients' ass, and it was right in front of a cafe. And he stopped suddenly to give way. I didn't see the person. I went up his ass, and then I'd clipped out. He didn't clip out because he does the balance thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And I nailed him, and I'm like 1 foot clip out of my hands out trying to support him in slow motion, and he just falls, and then both of us just fall.
oh god.
And there's a cafe with like literally 100 people like right behind us. I'm like, oh my god, don't look back, don't look back. And so I got on and just pedaled. Most embarrassing thing, I actually feel it.
I did one of the try on the sprint try. When you know how when you get off the bike, they make you slow down first.
Yeah,
There's that
yeah.
point. Well, at that point, I tried to get off while slowing down, and I accidentally hit the front brakes, and I did a full front flip in
Oh
front of the
my
crowd.
god.
Like full front flip, landed on the tire, scattered. Like it
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
embarrassing.
Bikes suck.
Yeah,
Dude, going down Oliver's Hill, I thought I was going to die.
yeah, that's scary. that hill.
fast.
Yeah.
Man, you can hit 60 Ks going down it.
Yeah.
It's exhilarating. I was next to a bus going the same speed. I was
very
thought I was
fast.
going to get hit.
So when I broke my finger, before I broke my finger, I was going down the hill, accelerating as fast as I could, fine. And then I fucking fall off going like 3 Ks an hour. I just fucking lost my footing. No good. No good.
Yeah.
I love hills though, they're mad.
They're mad. Would you die?
What?
60 Ks?
I reckon if you hit yourself wrong, yeah.
Depends how hard you
100%.
hit
You can
and
die
where
in
you
a car.
hit.
Imagine if
Man, it feels quick.
I don't go that far.
It's
I put the double
exhilarating.
brakes on.
This
I
is
just
the thing. I'm
cruise
saying
at
I'm shitting
35.
myself, but I'm trying to go faster. I
Yeah,
want
but
to hit more.
you want to feel scared, but you're still scared.
Gotta feel. You want to tinker on the edge of life and death.
I can
100%,
feel it right now. I can feel it in my heart.
See, just those road bikes, because the fucking, I don't know if this is how it works, because the tires are so thin. I just picture it being like so like
You'd think
volatile.
that.
Nah.
You'd think
It's
it's not.
And they're hard, like
Because
the
you've got
tires are
speed.
pumped.
Yeah, so it just keeps you planted.
Yeah.
Surface area. You know, that's why they're thin.
No, yeah, but I'm saying for like fucking balance. All I feel like it's just got like hit
Less
one rock.
contact with the ground. Less
Surface.
friction.
Like a
Surface
rock would a
tension,
rock fuck
4
you
o'clock.
going down a hill, a
Surface
little
tension.
pebble.
I was doing this ride from pretty much where the hill was, right? Up north, back to Melbourne on Christmas Day. Because, for some reason, I always want to do weird shit on, like, big events.
Yeah.
Makes me feel good about myself, but...
On
makes-
Christmas Day.
It was on Christmas Day.
In the
So-
Makes
morning?
you feel better than everyone else.
No
It's
one
not
else is
good, it's
worried.
not
I
good
reckon
about
that's what it
yourself.
is.
It's
It's your
better than
ego
everyone
being like,
else.
you're all eating ham.
Yeah, I got to keep it in. I got to
doing
keep it
it
in
in
check
your
by
own.
doing these
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
You eat your ham.
Yeah, you eat your
Yeah,
ham.
you're weak
You have your
dogs.
pudding.
That's
You
my-
have a sleep in.
That's my affirmation when I do
I definitely
endurance
get
work.
off from that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to fucking sit there and pretend.
Oh,
I
there's
love it.
definitely
Yeah.
when I did
Better
my
than all you ham eating fucks.
No, when I did my last 16K run before the half, I was running and you're watching everyone driving to work. You're like, I'm better than you.
Yeah,
at
the ego's
9 in the
a good
morning.
motivator.
9 in the morning.
9 in the morning.
I'm better than you. Nah. There's definitely, you just feel like you feel accomplished.
Yeah.
I've done like 3 6 a.m. runs. I feel like the maddest cunt. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, everyone's asleep, and I just did a half an hour run.
4 a.m. Choco Willink, 4 a.m.
Fuck.
Choco Willink.
That's the problem. Where do you
Choco
draw the
Willink.
line with that shit though before it becomes too far? I remember listening to this podcast.
I think you've crossed that line.
There's never a line.
It's
Nah,
on
Wait, which line? The superiority complexes or the endurance work?
Nah, in like the almost like the hustle, keep going, wake up earlier. I got to a point where I was waking up at like fucking 3:30, and then I think I kind of realized you're going a little bit too far here, man. Like you got to sleep, you got to rest, and
Yeah. I think 5's probably the
Yeah, I
5
agree.
makes sense as like the achievable sort of.
yeah, go to bed around 9:10.
Yeah.
you know, wake up 5, very manageable.
Yeah.
you get enough sleep. You can
I've got
still-
no problem sleeping.
Yeah,
It's a good challenge.
yeah, cool.
That's why I've actually enjoyed like the heavy run club and the swimming on the Sunday morning because I'm actually getting up early on the weekends, which is
It feels mad doing a early Saturday or Sunday.
and me and
session, I reckon.
Deuce she's been coming to heavy run club with she walks with the dog and then like she's trained but we're back home by 11 a.m. and we've literally done everything.
Yeah.
And it's just like you can actually
And you still, and then back to the superiority complex. You're like, all these weak dogs that went out last night drinking, and I'm out here fucking training.
Grinding.
Yeah.
nah look this we've been there.
Where?
The going out.
Yeah, mate, I haven't had a drink for 30 days. I'm better than everyone.
Oh, look at you.
You gotta tell people.
Look at me. I'm the vision of health.
Tell them. Get on your high horse. It's always good to be on the high horse.
Oh, 100%. I woke up at 5 this morning, went for a run. I haven't had a drink in 30 days. I'm the best person in this room.
Best cunt ever.
yeah.
Best cunt ever.
Yeah,
Nah,
yours-
we got to start. We really got to start just doing 30K runs. Like that's it. That's just the standard.
What's the longest you've ever run?
The half marathon.
Yeah. So the longest I ever ran before I did a marathon was 12Ks.
Isn't that what Marlon did?
Yeah.
He did like fucking
Yeah, but I don't
no
recommend
prep
it.
and then just did it.
No, I'm not. I actually, yeah, I don't want to promote that either because I get. This is a hard thing. I want to promote push yourself beyond your limits, but then also don't go and injure yourself and be a stupid idiot. Like
You're more
That's the
capable
hard
than you
line.
think. Sometimes your bones aren't.
Yeah. Do you
Like,
know what
that's-
I'm?
I
It's
think
more.
that's
It's
the
more
crux
those
of it.
people. Do you know who it's for? It's for the person that says, like, I've been running for a year and the longest I've run is 10K. You know, it's for that person. It's not
You
for the
could do a
person
half.
who's
Like,
you could
never
do a
ever-
half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And they're sitting there going, oh, I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could. It's like you absolutely can.
That was
That's
me.
who it's for.
I was downstairs when I started. I literally was talking to Dan downstairs, and I was like, I had been so brainwashed to think that I could not run because I'm heavy and I'm a powerlifter. And he was literally like, nah, he goes, have you seen some of the people doing the Melbourne Marathon? They're like 30 kilos overweight and they're pumping through it. He's like, you can definitely do it. Like you just, and then, you can't. Like I've realized this is, I think the endurance stuff has helped me realize what you are capable of a lot more than what you think you are.
Yeah,
it
and
sounds so fucking
It
like
sounds
dog and
so
stout.
cliche.
No,
doesn't it?
honestly,
that
but
is
it's
the
endurance,
concept.
man. Like it's funny. It's just like it's just you, yourself.
Yeah.
Didn't think you could do it. You can do it. You're more capable than you think. They sound like, I don't know. Cliches are cliche for a reason, I guess.
They
Like,
are.
But
Like
how
it,
good
it
just
does.
like that's what's so nice about endurance, and that's why I love it. Is like you're out there, you have every choice to go back inside anytime you want, and you still have to fight that every single time you're out there. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't think there's one fucking run or ride I've been on where I'm like the whole 2 hours. I'm like, yeah, this is fantastic. I absolutely want to be here the whole time.
Nah.
Yeah,
Never.
nah.
But then you always, every time you feel like stopping, I always just go another 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like that Nick Berry says, just go one more. And every time you go one more, you like reassess and you're like, all right, go another one. And then you start to chip away.
That's such a good slogan.
Go one more.
Yeah.
It's
But he's got it for his. Isn't that his nutrition like tagline? Go one more. Or is
Yeah.
it his whole thing. That's a good one.
go one more.
You know when you
Yeah,
quit
yeah.
as well and you go home and you're like, oh, I feel like shit.
Yeah.
You do that enough times, you start to go, I don't want to feel like that when I'm out there too, you know?
Yeah. I don't think I've had any.
You never quit before.
Charles
Yes.
never quit.
Sounds like you
No,
quit
no,
on
no,
Oliver's-
I'm being serious,
Sounds
like-
like you quit on Oliver's Hill last week.
Yeah, I fucking.
You're quitting on yourself.
No, I still walked it. I got up there. I just walked it.
That's quitting. That's 100% quitting.
No, when I say quitting, I haven't gotten to a point yet where I've said I'm going to run this or do this, and I've stopped.
You've never put a session, you've never put a 2 hour or an hour session in your calendar and you've got out there and quit.
100%.
I've done that
the
so
only,
many times.
The only time I did it, and to be honest, even then even then I was fucking completely. My knee got fucked after the half marathon, and I kept pushing through. I was like hobbling. So I'm like, I said I was doing
What about-
5K. I'm
what
doing
about
5K.
waking up in the morning and not doing the session then?
I don't really do morning. Oh no, the only time I run in the
Do you know what
morning.
the solution to that
metaphor,
is?
it's not like-
It's waking up at 9.
Yeah, the morning.
Never planning a 6 a.m. run.
And I don't program myself.
That's an easy fucking fix there. No, we do this at the heavy run clubs, the early one I do, and then like I ran last night, 7:45.
Yeah, nice.
I like the evening. I like the dusk runs. Wind out the day.
Not about it.
Not about it.
Nah, no evening work ever.
Why?
Because I get to bed at like 8.
Oh,
Yeah, and by the time I eat, I'm going to sleep. It's wind
Yeah.
down time. You know,
What do you do to wind down?
sleep. I don't know. I don't know. Fucking shower and that's it. See you later.
Vibes.
some box breathing.
Yeah, no, none of that. I used to be so obsessed with fucking all that shit, like just doing every tiny little thing, and then you just realize it all doesn't fucking matter. What
Yeah.
matters is you're just consistent with your training. That's it.
It's consistent, man. The biggest thing that helps me with sleep is just reading my book.
Yeah.
I just get into bed and read.
Yeah.
Can't read.
Try not to go on my phone. That's about
I'll
it.
teach you if you want. I'll teach you. Yeah, the no phone. I think like for me, the book thing's been the best nighttime thing that I fucking have implemented.
Yeah, 1 page out. That's it.
Yeah, no, you're sometimes literally I read fiction as well. That was another thing. I was like, you can't read fucking like non-fiction trying to learn shit before bed. It's like a bedtime story is a thing for a reason.
You don't want it bad enough.
I'm always learning.
Always,
I
bro.
used to be obsessed with reading like books on self-development. Now that's why I listen to your podcast now. I'm just like, oh,
That's where you develop. That's where you develop yourself.
What do you mean?
I actually regress listening to the podcast.
How do I get dumber?
Yeah, how do I get dumber?
You're a pig for an audio book though.
Huh? Yeah, I used to be. I'm over it now.
Yeah,
I've done like
yeah.
70 of them. Yeah, I was real into it because, like I said, I was just obsessed with every single little thing.
Best one.
To be development.
Yeah, it's harder to be hungry when your plate's full, huh? But no.
You'd be chocked full of them. I know we're taking
Yeah,
the piss,
yeah.
but you'd have plenty loaded up there.
Oh, I've got a lot of your fucking.
What's give us another one.
Huh? Nah, that's all I got.
Oh, the spot. They're circumstantial. They can't.
Give us
They can't.
You
You can't force it. You can't
best
force
audio
it.
book that you'd listen to.
Oh man, do you know I really liked Matthew McConaughey's book, Green
Oh, I like
Lights.
that one
Oh,
too.
fucking! I swear to God, I knew that was coming.
Fuck,
I
there's
knew
no
it was
way.
coming.
Well,
I
how'd you
swear to
know?
God.
I think because it
That
had
was a story though. That
It was
wasn't-
a story,
that
but there was like an underlying message, which is just like take life's opportunities. That's what I got from it.
Yeah, so I'm doing King of the Hill.
yeah.
It's an opportunity.
Subliminal message. sign
Thanks,
up for
Matty
King of the
boy.
Hill. But yeah, I think that was probably one of the best ones. But to be honest, as much as it is cliche, at
Goggins.
the time when I read
Yeah.
Can't Hurt Me by Goggins, it did really make a big difference for me.
Yeah.
Because I was at a point in my life, like, I don't know, it was 2018 when I first read it maybe. Or I was really, really early adopter, like his first ever podcast. I remember listening to it.
Yeah.
And it really changed me because being, 6, 7 years ago, I needed that. Yeah. But now I'm like, I just do shit because I love it. It's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
different. Back then I did shit because I needed something and I didn't have a lot of, like I had to have something or I wasn't happy, if that makes sense. Not
do
to
you
go
mean?
all deep, but back then
good
when I
deep,
came
yeah.
out of like school and everything and I was trying to look for things, like I was trying to chase financial success. I was trying to chase like personal successes rather than just enjoying life.
You felt like a
Goggins
carrot
was
on the
like-
stick.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And that was my whole thing. It was like more. And then fast forward to now, I don't do any of those things for those reasons.
Yeah.
Now it's a lot more just authentic. I love exercising. I love
Authentic
learning.
self.
I love, my
Authentic
authentic self. Jamie believes in me. Like it's just, yeah.
Can you please name this episode like something really fucking shit like that?
Yeah, authentic self.
It's not a shit.
Ethan Fleming, I'm being your authentic self.
It's not. It is.
I didn't even say it till now, you dog.
No, it's not shit. It just sounds.
It's not
fun.
shit. It
sounds-
does. It's just like one of those things, but it's like
It gets used a lot.
you can't say it in any other way.
No.
Like it's actually like perfect.
Ikigai.
True to you, you know, that's about it.
Ikigai.
Yeah,
True to-
guy.
I prefer authentic self than true to you.
True to you. Yeah, nah,
It
true to
sounds
you.
like a bad fucking song.
Ikigai.
But no, you are 100% right. Like, that's ultimately what we're looking for, isn't it? Just fucking out to live our own, I can't even say it, authentic self.
Say it, man. Say it.
Yeah. And it's hard to be
self.
authentic in a world that provides you with so many options to be not authentic, you know?
Yeah.
In what way?
Well, like, you've got people making you feel like you should be an expert in this, or making you feel like your business should be more than this,
Yeah.
making you feel like you should have more money, or, you know, making you feel like you should be a better power lifter. Like, there's all of these external factors that
Lack
are
of.
pushing you,
Yeah.
to like want to be these
Instead,
things.
just be.
Yeah, well, it's just how do you, but it's hard to just flush through the noise.
No, it's very hard. I would say I've only recently gone to that point where I've like accepted that of just. It's fine. It's like you got your roof over your head, you got your partner, you got your family, your bills are paid, you've whatever, all that
Yeah.
shit. It's like, because you do feel like I've got to be earning more money and fucking this and that, but then at what cost? You're fucking miserable.
Yeah.
And you're not being your authentic self.
And like, it's so there it is. Oh, it's so easy though to compare
I love
yourself. Like, you can compare your business to Elon Musk. You can compare your fitness to David Goggins. You can compare your fucking relationship
Yeah.
to someone like
But
that.
I would
You know?
say someone like
is the thief of
Elon
joy.
Musk,
Yeah.
someone like Elon Musk that tracks his day 7 minutes at a time and works for fucking, that is him being his authentic self.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what
Him,
he
that's his
wants to
authentic
do.
self, but it's not
No,
for
His brain works like that. It says that's not me, and it's probably not you. And
No, but you don't see Goggins. Like, Goggins never talks about his family, does he? But he's like had a kid when he was 20, or I don't fucking
Yeah.
know. Like, who knows what's going on there? So you see this one perfection area
In one
and then you
aspect,
think that you should have that in every single area.
Yes.
When most fucking idiots don't know what's going on. Like,
yeah, whereas who knows what's
And
happening with
that's
his
life.
family
Yeah.
life and his,
100%.
I like that. I like it. How
Vibes.
far are we? Fucking, we've
done.
gone hard
I
here.
reckon-
Jamie's gonna kill us, man.
No.
We keep going over.
Man, we're just
being
our authentic selves,
selves.
man.
Yeah,
We just
authentic selves.
we just are, and this is what happens. It
Wait,
takes us
before
an
we
hour and 6
wrap
minutes.
up, you're doing King of the Hill.
I'm gonna do it.
Nah, bro.
All right, well, I'm doing it.
I'm being my authentic self and not doing
get you a
it.
strength culture tent.
Are you gonna do it?
yeah, man.
Are you gonna do King of the Hill?
Yeah, fucking
because we don't
we'll do it.
like you
Because
said-
I really wanted to come by for part of that 4x4. Obviously, didn't fucking
Yeah,
happen.
yeah.
But yeah, we definitely would have come.
checking we've got
Yeah,
it.
we would have come and just broken your balls for like.
To be honest, it's still nice to have a
6Ks.
little distraction.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
But no, that'd be fun.
The 4x4 that originated from Goggins. That was the four. He was
Yeah.
the 4x4 for 48 hours. It was like to set your light. Like you got to have everything, on point.
Do you know what? That was when I did the bike one, that was way harder than I thought it was going to be too. Like, I underestimated how hard the concept of doing something every 4 hours is, because you go to sleep at 12 o'clock, you wake up at 3, you're exercising again.
I watched the Fergus Crawley one because he did the 4x4 for 4 days.
Yeah, I saw that.
And he was saying like he's just like, because you're getting back from the run, you're running at midnight, you get back from the run 12:45, you have a quick shower, you get into bed at 1 a.m. and then you're back up at 3:30 to 3:40.
Yeah, I was waking up and I didn't know where I was. Like, I was very disoriented.
Yeah.
It was hard. It was
Yeah,
hard.
you've had some bouts with sleep deprivation. Haven't
Yeah,
you?
we haven't even spoke about the 100 hours, no sleep.
We can quickly.
No,
We've
definitely.
got it. We've got it.
That just, I want to touch on that. That's something that I love all these endurance. The sleep deprivation thing, it just doesn't
It
interest
was the dumbest
me.
thing I've ever done in my life. Yeah, just going to
Wait,
preface
do you
that. I
know-
would never recommend
All right,
anyone.
so I got a funny thing with the sleep deprivation. We were in Crete.
Yeah.
And Deuce and I were following it like religiously. Like we'd be at the beach, like, has Ethan uploaded anything? Like 2 hours ago, is he uploaded? And the next one, he's like, "What? You're walking down thingy." You're like, "I'm walking," and I've seen this fern. And I just want to just curl up
Man,
into it.
I'm
You're
like,
like saying like, there was one point where you
I was
could
going to knock
literally.
out an old lady. I'm not even fucking joking.
There was one point you couldn't put a sentence together.
No, there was. So I can't even. The whole thing, the whole experience is loose in my head. Yeah, sorry. So
what is this thing? What is it?
So
Yeah.
I didn't sleep for 100 hours, right?
Yeah.
I at the time, I just wanted to do a challenge that wasn't to do with just physical performance. I wanted to see what it was like trying something else out.
Really challenge the mental side of things.
Yeah, and I've done a lot of 24-hour and 48-hour challenges, but I was like, I want to just give it a shot. So the first day was easy as. because it was just like staying up for 24 hours, you know?
Which most people could do.
Yeah, for sure. Like it's, you know, that was great because I could watch movies, I could chill out. I had all this extra time. I was working. I was on the high for the fact I was doing something. And then second and third day were really fucking hard. And then the fourth and fifth day were just as fucking hard times 10. Like it just kept getting worse and worse. But
Is there any micro sleeps you haven't told us about?
yeah, no, I was in the video that you clearly didn't watch. I'm just kidding. But I don't know if you'd call them micro sleeps, right? It's really hard to explain, but you would have moments where like I'd be throwing a ball on the couch, and then I would not have the ball. And it was like limitless. It was like glitching. And I would feel like where I was now, I would be confused about where I am in the 2 seconds. And I was having these moments where I was just super disoriented. And I remember like I was staying up one night and Chels came in and said she saw me at 3 a.m. just staring at a wall. And I don't even like remember her coming in. And I was just sitting there, just staring. Like it was.
That's so weird. Surely Chelsea was traumatized by the whole situation.
She was because I was seeing things in the last day. Like I remember she picked me up from work on maybe the second last or the last day, and I put my hands down to reach for something in the car, and I was like, "Oh, the dog's licking me. Why is the dog licking me?" And then I looked down, and I was like, "There's no fucking dog there."
Oh my god!
I was just. It's not so much hallucinations. It's confusion. That's what I think. I was expecting to, you know, like I'm done as acid or something, and I'm seeing all these things, but you're just getting lost and confused.
Your brain's like probably. It's things that you've experienced before, like your dog licking you, then it's just like glitching and like different fucking neural networks firing.
But this, I got to tell you about this lady situation, right? So on
the old lady. How old?
Old man, I don't know, but it was the last.
Was she old or were you just that fucking tired you couldn't tell?
I can't tell you how old she was. She would have been between like 40 and 80. But I was walking back from St Kilda to Frankston, so I said to myself, if I go home, I will sleep, and that's what I was trying to avoid, right?
That's we were watching those ones.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm gonna go walk home, and I remember walking home, and I was like, this chick's staring at me. This chick is staring at me. Why is she staring at me? And I couldn't get it out of my head. Like I thought she wanted to fight me or something.
Is she walking?
Yeah. She was walking towards me like a normal person in the street. And I was like, I threw my hands in the air like, what? And her and her poor friend were like, you know, freaked out because like, why is this guy doing this?
Yeah.
I look like one of those junkies in St Kilda walking down the street, like staring, be like, what? And it was just because the situations were confusing me so much.
So now you got more empathy for junkies.
I got more empathy for people that stay up late, like can't sleep. And I think the severe, like, almost just emptiness you feel like after 4 or 5 days.
Have you watched Fight Club?
Nah.
You haven't watched Fight Club?
No,
it's about an insomniac.
Yeah, but no, I wouldn't recommend it.
Weren't you doing it to prepare for something else?
Oh yeah, I wanted to get better at the 4x4x7. Yeah,
because the whole thing would have been a sleep.
I wanted to see how far you could push. I had an idea which I didn't want to talk about because I don't want to put it in the world. Now I feel like I have to do it, but I had this idea that if I could do back to back Ironmans. And I wanted to, I was trying to come up with a challenge idea where you could essentially do like 4 Ironmans in a row, just one after the. Now, what's his name did a double one. Yeah, I was like, what if you just did an Ironman and then finished it and just repeated the process? How many could you do? And that's when I started thinking about the 4x4x7. And then that's when I was like, okay, I'm going to do the sleep challenge to prepare for this.
So repeat Ironmans.
Yeah. And like with no speed goals, just sit there, get it done. Just keep going. Just keep going. How far could you take it? Because I don't know anyone that's ever done Ironmans after each other for consecutively with no sleep.
You got to do it.
Fuck. Yeah. Anyway,
you got to do it. I see. That was the other thing. Like Fergus Crawley when he did the double one.
Yourself.
Yeah, bro. Believe yourself.
Why couldn't you do it?
Gun to your head, could you do it?
Fergus Crawley. When he did
up for a week,
the double one, the 360k ride, he was like doing that all through the night. I'm just like, it's just it's impressive.
It is honestly the experience of doing a 24-hour challenge really does change your perspective on what you're capable of, because you feel so low at like 2 a.m. and then when the sun comes up, you get this second wind, like you can't even explain it. Yeah, it's really odd.
I heard that about doing 48-hour challenges.
Yeah. What's that? I didn't get it, sorry.
Don't worry about it. What's his name? The ginger runner.
You right, Charlie?
Oh, yeah, the hard geezer.
Yeah.
He's
The geezer.
No, it's a different person.
No, the ginger runner.
It's a different ginger. It's another ginger.
Yeah, I got what?
So there's the ginger runner.
Story.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
He did his last training run before the Berkeley's marathon. Barclays, or whatever the fuck they're called. Barclays. Spelled Berkeley. Barclay. I'm just saying it phonetically. He did it was like the equivalent of whatever fucking
Definitely not
Mount Everest elevation, but he did it through the night. He started at 10 because he's coupled the training with the physical requirements, the mental requirement of staying awake through the night. And at 4 a.m. he's like, but he knew, he goes, I'll get my low at that time.
Yeah.
And then you get there. It's the same thing, burst of energy, like burst the thing after.
Yeah, when you're in that low period, you don't think it's going to get good though, and that's why it changes your perspective. Because once you've done it, you're like, hey, I feel like dog shit, but I know when that sun comes up, I'm going to feel good.
Well, what does the low feel like?
Like,
It's just pretty low.
contemplating. I've cried. The amount of times I've bawled my eyes out in the middle of a challenge would be, I reckon, probably every single challenge except for like 2. At like that 2 or 3 a.m. mark, I just like sit there and weep while I'm on it. Like the 24-hour assault bike, I'm at 2 a.m. and just crying and just upset. Why am I even here?
Weeping.
And then you know. But the thing is, now the difference is I know when it's happening. It's just part of the process. I don't go, oh, am I going to quit? I'm going to do this thing. I just sit there, cry a little bit. A couple of hours rolls around. All right, we're back.
Life. I don't even need a bike.
Nah.
No.
The best way to find your authentic self is just 24 hours of riding. You'll find out about yourself. That's what
We'll do it together.
Yeah. We'll do it Friday.
Friday.
Wanna cry?
do it at King of the Hill. 24 hours done.
Well, now you're dropping these ideas in my head. Yeah. Dude said she doesn't want to be around me though if I haven't slept. But
That's a great call.
No, but maybe.
That's a great.
Maybe.
I reckon we shout Deuce 3 days away.
I think
After you know.
No, maybe now this could be like you're saying, doing something like this 24-hour thing. Like when I then don't get a good night's sleep or I go to bed a bit late or whatever, this could change my perspective.
It actually does.
And
I
then
fucking swear to God, though.
We've got the solution here.
Because I used to like get 4 or 5 hours and I'd be like, I can't do shit today. Now I get like 3 or 4 hours. I'm like, fucking easy. Let's go.
No, because that's me. I'm like, I have a bad night's sleep and I'm like, I can't function. I can't. If I do one of these challenges, 24 hours at fucking King of the fucking Mountain.
So before the podcast, it was 5 hours, 10 hours. Now you're doing 24 hours.
Yeah. What's your business called? Hardcore Charlie.
If I win it, can I be called King of the Mountain?
Huh? Yeah. If you win it, I'll give you 20 grand.
King of the Mountain.
Double it.
We'll 5x it.
20 grand. Deuce is gonna be like, fucking go. Tattoos. What are we getting the tattoos for? So if I do 24 hours, what do I get? Like
24.
Nah, they're just like, you just can get them throughout the whole thing.
Like what? Anything you want?
Get stuck in the picture of this dude here. Yeah.
I'll get that.
Yeah. It kind of looks like you, to be honest.
Yeah, looks like Buzz actually.
Show me.
Yeah. Oh, there's another one as
With
well.
the mullet.
Like
When
some
Buzz had a mullet.
some King of the Hill thing. I mean, I can't imagine you're going to want to get a tattoo, but we thought, why not?
Someone will do it.
I'll get that little dude. I'll get Harry's because it's the dog. Like it's my dog's name.
Yeah. I want a sword.
So are you
with a snake
banning
around
a
it.
dog's?
Authentic.
I want an
dog's,
authentic self across my stomach.
A dog's banned. You said that.
Yeah, probably.
Probably
Yeah,
banned.
yeah. No weak dogs and no animals.
So you can't do it anyway.
Me?
Yeah, you're out.
Because I'm an animal.
You're an animal. Too
Yeah.
much of an animal. It'd be unfair to everyone to have you out there.
Look at me.
I can imagine your chalk set up too. You'd have like the fucking camping,
Wait.
you'd have
I
the
reckon-
swag, there'd be a couple of tables. Like,
Buzz would
Oh,
be
man, we'd have a charcoal barbecue
like-
going the whole time.
The classic example of us just being like that, getting 4 hours, was when we came and did the fucking challenge with you, and we've walked for 4 hours, and we're all like, look, we were playing it up as well, but like we were
No,
all like,
you weren't playing it up. You were
my
playing
legs,
it down.
my legs fucking hurt. This guy's pulling a Jeep.
We did go way harder when we realised that we forgot that we'd be walking for like
Hey, to be
a
fair,
few hours.
Like, fuck, this is a lot of walking.
And we're like, what the fuck? And this guy's been pulling a Jeep for an hour for 100.
24 hours
it
at that
was
point.
24 hours then, and then like Charlie's like, you got any food?
Hey, Charlie, like, I feel like you were actually full on fatigued. But this was like before.
This is
any of your-
pre-cardio.
Before pre-cut, I think if I did that now, it would, my mentality around it would be completely different. I'd be like, I'd probably want to stay out there with you. I reckon.
I'll pull this card out.
Do 8 hours, 10 hours, do it through the night.
Yeah.
Were
no,
we
it's funny.
annoying?
Nah, you guys were a nice lift. Because my support crew by this point in time have been there for like 24 hours. They
Yeah.
were fucking dying to get out. There was no chat. Like, we were just all walking. Nothing.
Yeah, that's grim.
You know?
That's
And
where he
I
rocks
remember
up.
one of my business partners like, hey man, you're probably going to need to pick up the pace. So we're going to be out here for 3 days. I'm like, oh, cheers, bro. Like, thanks for the help. That's what I want to hear right now.
Fuck yeah, no.
At least
He's
when
doing
you-
the maths like fucking at this rate. Like,
Yeah, he was literally on his phone. He's like, based off this, you're going to be here for 3 days. And like, you could tell he was angry that he had to come for 3 days.
Oh.
And like, I still, obviously they gave so much time. I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
that. But yeah, you got to be careful with the support side as well, because it's very easy for someone to offer you an out and you take it too. You know?
oh man, why don't we
to be like, because
finish?
they want it to stop.
Well, you don't want people to be like, oh, come on, man, you've done such a good job. It's okay if you quit. You want someone who's going to be in your corner and be like, you're a fucking piece of shit.
You're a piece
Get
of
back
shit.
on that fucking
Did we tell you you're a
runway.
piece of shit? Probably.
I think telling Charles he was a piece of shit.
I just wanted. I felt bad because like I wanted to pack. There was chips. They were right there, and I just fucking.
Yeah, Charlie was
I
like,
think
he ate the chips.
Hey,
I think Ethan was just like, bro, just have the chips.
King of the Hill. I'm bringing like 40 packets of chips. Every lap, just eating
They
chips.
were chips.
Bags of chips, Lays.
You go hard at
Thins.
Lays.
Oh, it's gonna be mad.
Lays.
King of the Hill, Deuce.
Dude, they're
One weekend.
blasting Psytrance. That video was actually fantastic.
Those videos that came back were so funny.
They were good.
And those sunrise and sunset shots too, crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Aeroplanes. That was cool. The aeroplanes
Before
were
you
landing.
weren't too big for Anthony.
Yeah. Now
Look,
I'm
if you do a bit of promotion next 10 months, maybe Anthony will
Maybe.
come.
yeah. Maybe when I've got 400k followers, I'll be allowed.
They're like,
No, now he's too small for Anthony.
He's too small. You're right. I stuffed that.
Anthony's
I
too
stuffed
big
that.
for him.
Yeah, we all understood. It's all right, man. Don't have to bring me down.
What do we reckon, boys?
All right, that's a wrap.
I think that would normally be the end of it
What?
when Jamie's here.
Oh, bro, it would have been.
When Jamie was here, we would have done 20 minutes
That
ago.
little lull there, you'd be like, all right, let's wrap it up. But I
Jamie
reckon-
doesn't like
I reckon
lulls.
we can
Any
keep it
lulls?
going. No,
We
we'll wrap
could
it up.
keep it going.
We could.
That
Are you happy?
Macca's-
Is there anything you want to plug or talk about? You want to talk about the sleep chat? Plug.
Nah, man, there's nothing.
Lastly, want
I
to
just-
plug King of the
Nah.
Hill?
Nah, we've plugged the King
plugged
of the Hill.
it.
You call this episode Authentic King of the Hill. Like,
King of the
fucking-
Hill. Authentic self at King of the Hill.
Yeah. Nah, I'm good.
We'll have a spiritual awakening at King of the Hill.
Yeah, I want to see the fucking inner parts of your soul.
You know how they say, like Eckhart Tolle would say, like,
Here we go.
he says like you have your awakenings through hardship. It's like, so they always talk about like emotional and shit like that. So you like a death of someone close to you or a heartbreak or something. But like, do you reckon these challenges from a physical fucking thing can have those epiphanies and shit where like you said, it's changed how you perceive the world
Well,
and
like,
shit?
yeah, so now I feel funny for saying corny stuff, but yeah, it completely changed my life. Those moments have completely changed me.
And the reason I'm okay with you sitting here and saying it is because you've fucking done it.
Yeah.
You know, like some like
I've had
you've-
moments,
not a charlatan.
and I feel
You're
like
not
one thing to mention as well is you're never in the moment, and you're like, wow, this moment right now has changed my life.
It's
like-
after the fact.
Yeah,
After.
it's the hindsight of looking back and seeing how much you suffered, and you learn so many things about yourself, and just little things on how to be more present during the shit. You know, it's only through those experiences that you learn about it, I think. Yeah, and it's hard to get those experiences in a controlled environment. That's why you throw yourself into a fucking deep end. You get
Chaos.
those experiences. Yeah, chaos, 100%. That's why like going and choosing an event that you're maybe not ready for can have its obvious downsides, but can also have these extreme moments where you're capable of so much more. And you only found that by doing it.
So what you're saying is I should do a marathon this year.
Yeah, I'll fucking go do one after this episode. Put your shoes on and just walk until you feel like running.
My calves are a bit sore with my 9K run today.
No, but like 42 Ks, you can go tick 40. I walked fucking from St Kilda to Frankston off no sleep, remember? Like it's,
Pussy.
yeah. And that sounded like such a fucking egotistic moment, but my point, like...
No, I'm not taking
I
any-
say that to Charlie every day. It's
No,
all
but
right.
you know what I
But
meant,
he
like,
says-
it's just-
I'm not. I don't think it's egotistic. I like it. You're pushing me.
Yeah.
Because the point of this and I didn't know this at the time when I started running, and this is why I'm enjoying the where it's taking me, because
Journey.
it is the journey,
Yeah.
being my authentic self, because it's pushing me to do these things I never thought I would do. Like to be honest, I never thought I would ever run a half marathon.
Do you know...
I know it's a half, but it's like I've never thought I would do that.
I bet there's
Do you know
a
who
perspective-
thought you would run a half marathon?
Who?
Do you know who thought?
You did.
Me.
Yeah, he believed in you from day one.
Day one.
But like...
Yeah, my back at the fucking Logies. I'll give you.
I bet you've never thought about the perspective of just
Like-
signing up for it, and then if you can't do it, you just don't do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can sign up for it, and if you decide you don't want to finish it, you don't have to finish it.
He just gave you an out.
No, it's not an
But
out.
you know what I mean?
But
Like,
no,
he's
I've-
He's the support crew you don't
You,
want.
you can go sign up for a crazy event. Like, let's say you get to a point where you're actually physically not capable of it. You quit. Fucking
No,
stop.
but even when I was speaking out, because I've got this thing where it's like you have to be running the whole time, and like even when we're talking to Alec Blennis, he's
do.
100%. He goes ultras, you stop and walk. He's
Oh,
like,
man, it's a fucking competition of walking.
he goes,
Yeah.
he goes, you'll have patches where you just stop and fucking walk.
Yeah,
It's an
yeah.
ultra though. You can't do that. If you're a marathon.
Like, my
In a
partner,
marathon.
Chelsea,
Not a
right,
marathon. You got to keep going. You
I
can't-
think I could do it, keep going, but
I walked them.
You walked him.
I walked my...
Yeah, but you only ran 12 Ks before.
Yeah, you weren't
he'll
prepared.
actually prepare.
if I do 30k runs before, which I will,
you won't walk.
Yeah, I don't like... I mean, yeah, you can definitely... you should be
I'm
able
gonna be
to
honest.
walk it.
Hitman Hardman, big listener of this, he was G'ing me up big time after I said it on the, and he goes, "You could literally do a marathon." He goes, "If you bang out a few runs in the mid 20s, he goes, you get 1 or 2 done in the 30s. He's like, you'll be able to fucking do it."
Yeah, well, I mean, have you tried to run longer than the run you've done?
No.
Then how do you know? You know what I mean? Just that it
My
says
leg-
it all right there. Like, have you
No.
tried and failed at a certain kilometer? No.
Too much common sense.
No.
We need more exercise science principles.
We need more injuries.
The principle is just fucking do it.
More
Yeah,
injuries.
Believe in yourself,
Like
baby.
you had it right.
Hey,
Just
5
fucking
reps
do
is cardio though.
Mate, aspire to go higher.
5 reps is cardio.
Yeah. 6 reps.
6 reps is definitely
6 reps is definitely cardio. Anyway,
This could be a boys.
I reckon that
that's
was
a lull, that's
that
the
was a
lull.
lull. That was a lull to end it.
Oh, no,
5 full seconds of
minutes.
silence.
Let's
feels
say,
like
all
an
this
hour.
talk of endurance. How long do you reckon we can be on this podcast for?
48-hour
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah, so
Donnie will love that, editing that one.
Yeah, let's just start speaking in tangents. So he has to
yeah,
edit
no,
shit out.
what are you boys doing later?
Later.
No,
You've inspired me to go do 2 hours on the bike at Derrimut.
Yeah.
We'll just do it here. I'm working.
Do it. Long bikes is a good controlled way of finding out a bit of like time limit, I reckon. Like, I didn't do any long stuff until I did long bikes. I remember those were my first kind
So do you reckon, because last week I did an hour, do you reckon I should do 2 hours today?
yeah, just I mean,
Just fucking do it.
All right, I'm doing 2 hours.
I mean, we've ridden for like 3 hours before.
Huh?
We've ridden for like 3
Nah,
hours.
I haven't done any of those big rides yet.
Oh, pussy.
But like in my
do it today then.
Yeah,
2
2
hours.
hours.
in my training, I don't do any of that shit. In my training, I approach it in a way that I will always have small progressions, right? But I will not just go out on a fucking Saturday and do an 8-hour ride. I do not do that shit. It's just like at the moment where you want to go achieve something, you can go.
So
for that.
I'm meant to ride today.
Yeah, follow your fucking program. Don't go like. Do
No, well,
dumb
my
shit.
program last week was I
Just
did,
ride for 2 hours.
I did
Charlie.
an hour.
Yeah.
Well, you say so now. This is what
No.
you're fucking throwing riddles at me here.
Bro, just ride for 2
What
hours.
I'm saying is like the whole concept is about pushing yourself in moments where, like, to give opportunity to push yourself, right? But like, it's still, you don't want people to look past it. It's still important to follow a structured program.
Yes,
Right.
but it's from 1 hour to 2 hours of riding.
Yeah, when
Malaka
you're
has
already
been doing
fit.
5 hours of
Yeah.
training a week.
I've been doing 6 hours of
All right,
endurance.
you
training.
can
I
ride
think
from 1
based
hour
off
to
that
2 hours.
Ask, you probably need to go fucking ride for
You
2
have
hours.
to.
So
You
do
have to
feel
now.
what
This
it's
whole
like. Yeah.
debacle, you have to. The first 15 minutes of the podcast, we're
hours.
talking about how riding is so easy.
Yeah.
And you could just do it for 2 hours. You
2
have to
hours.
ride 2 hours.
Got a
otherwise
full fridge of Powerades
you're not my friend
downstairs.
anymore.
Hun, you don't even. Oh, sorry, I don't know if I said that one, but you don't even
Say
need
it.
a fucking Powerade. Relax, you can do it off no Powerade.
I like Powerade though.
Yeah.
Powerade's mad.
Just go do the 2 hours.
You have to do 2 hours now. That
Hey, if you don't- if you don't-
infuriated-
Every
It's 2
listener's gonna
hours.
check in with you and make
that
sure
whole
you did
thing
it.
infuriated me.
I'm going to do the 2 hours.
You have to do the 2 hours.
I will.
You have no choice.
Yeah, we just
Deal
done a
orders.
podcast for an hour and a
Oh,
half.
2 hours.
Surely we're done.
I bet you if we did this podcast,
we're going 90 minutes.
Yeah, no, just call it.
See you later. All right, we're done. King of the
See you
Hill,
later.
November 2nd.
Hardcore Haralambos.
Ethan, music festival.
Only 50 spots left. Get
Food
you.
trucks. 50 spots. Only 48 spots left. Man, Dids just took
Discount
2
code. What
spots.
was the
Bulls
discount
is on
code?
the
Culture
MC.
2. Is there a discount code?
Yeah, well, there would be from the ads. Yeah,
Culture
Culture 2,
2.
20% or 25% off.
How much is it, by the way?
300 ish.
300.
Oh, fuck. He's out.
For you, brother, 350.
See you later.
See ya.
Ciao.